Hey everybody. Okay, this is our first integrated one video. You might be in Mrs. Armstrong's class or Mr. Crest's class. We're hopefully going to be sharing resources and hoping that we can all learn from each other. This is an interesting time to be doing what we're doing. And what I'm hoping that a lot of teachers are going to do is instead of sending Khan Academy videos or YouTube videos where everything's already done for us and you can just learn from them, whether you like us or not, you might want to keep hearing our voices, as I would hope that we keep hearing yours. So we're going to get through this. As you can see, there might be distractions going on, obviously at your house and at mine, with possibly a 2-year-old running around behind me. But we're going to do the best that we can. So we're going to look at our previous unit. We've decided to begin this online learning with familiar things. Hopefully, it would be great if the summatives were already graded. Don't mind me. But we're going to do a little bit of what we have been doing, and then in hopes that when the summatives do get graded, we can use this as possibly evidence of your improved understanding and whatever. So we're going to practice what the first page was trying to get us to do. Was here are a few words, and let's draw a diagram showing our understanding of this. So as you can see over here, we have some words that I'm going to hopefully draw a picture for that hits all of these things. When I'm trying to plan this is a tough task because I have to look at all of these words and say, how am I going to draw all of these? Well, I'm thinking, okay, every line I can put a line segment on. That's easy. Every angle I make will have 2 rays. Once again, easy. It's going to get harder down here for complementary. Complementary is something that a lot of people showed that they didn't fully understand. 2 angles that sum to 90 degrees. So I have to put in my picture a 90-degree angle somewhere. And vertical angles happen when 2 lines cross. So I should draw 2 lines and maybe make a 90-degree angle. And we're going to try to do this with my mouse. So bear with me here. I'll put everything in black. So, okay. I'm going to draw 2 lines to start. Yeah, you see that little kink right there? You're welcome. All right, 2 lines. Boom. So please think, maybe we'll try a little Blue's Clues here. Please think, what am I showing you now that I can cross off of my list? Vertical angles. Nice. Good job. So we're going to draw some vertical angles in here, and then maybe I'm going to, well, we see the vertical angles. I'll need to start labeling so we can name. Let me put an A over here, a B, C, D. I'll put an X in the middle, because why not? So we can cover a lot of our bases here, because we've created a bunch of angles. I see some rays. We can name a segment. Remember, AX is just a segment on line AX. So, but what we aren't going to be able to do is complementary angles. We have supplementary, because let's remember that a line makes up 180 degrees. So we can name some supplementaries. And let's think about how we're going to do a complementary angle. I just need to make a 90-degree angle to one of those lines. I didn't make my life easy here. Let's see. What about, like... You can see I'm turning my head. Yeah. That's great right there. And let's mark the fact that, boom, right angle. That was terrible. Let me try again. Right angle. Sweet. All right. That doesn't look like a B. It does now. So let's start naming in red all of these things. There's so many lines. So to name a line, we need 2 points. I said AX earlier, so I'm going to go with AX. So many we can name. And all I have to do is show that I understand how to name one of them. They need a special hat. The hat has 2 arrows because it's a line. Okay. For a line segment, we can just do the same thing, just between 2 points. That line segment, AX. And what type of hat does a line segment have? A bar. A bar. Also, we could do array. Anything coming from X is going to be array. Why don't we do XC? How many more can you think of? Too many. An angle. We see tons of angles. How we're going to name that is with our little angle symbol here. It looks like a squish less than. And we put the vertex in the middle. There's our vertex. Sure. That's what happens when you write with a mouse. So, AX B is an angle. Okay, let's make sure we're still recording. Nice. How long are we going for? 6 minutes. Let's speed this up. So now, complementary angles. I'll start numbering to make it a little bit easier. Let me number all of my pieces of angles. And finally, angle 6 will be our 90-degree angle. All right. Complementary means angles that add to 90 degrees. Which 2 angles do you see add to 90 degrees? There are 2 answers, right? 1 and 2 and 4 and 5. So let's go 1 and 2. Supplementary angles are any angles that add to 100 degrees. So our options, we have tons of them now. But I think we'll need at least 2. Something special here is that angle 3 and angle 6 are also supplementary. If you learned about linear pairs, it'll be hard to name a linear pair now because of how many angles we have. But just pick any 2 angles that add to 180 degrees. And then the vertical ones are created by, there's tons of these, created by intersecting lines. So which angle is vertical to angle 1? Nice. Angle 4. Okay, so that's going to be a task that I want you to do today. Create your own diagram that hits these words, and we might throw in some other words too. Let's have fun with this. Stay safe, and keep in touch.